Hey everyone, welcome back to Legally Teaching Engineer Sports. I'm Dylan here with Samuel, Kevin, and Maxwell Russell. We pulled out the middle names. Why?
Dylan
Because it's
Patrick.
Father's
Why?
Day. Because it's Father's Day. It's Father's Day fun. Episode 39, Father's Day fun. It's Wednesday, June 14th. We're gonna celebrate Father's Day a little early. And Samuel, Kevin be our dad's name. So
All right,
let's
I'll
get
start off the Father's
rolling.
Day question right now. Will any of you guys give one of your children your name as a middle name?
Nope.
I don't think Maxwell's a good middle name.
All
Why you Samuel?
right. I don't know. We'll have to see. Wait and see.
TBD. TBD. All right. With that, so tonight, Sam, what are we doing?
We're gonna have roundtable. We're gonna have like five, six. I don't know how many fathers. Yes, actual fathers. We know people that have kids. It's weird to think about that, but we do. And they're hopping on, and we're gonna ask them questions because we don't know a thing about fatherhood. So stick around if you want to see what fatherhood kind of seems like.
We're gonna have a sweet Serenity Now. I'm excited for that one. We have an actual guest, pretty good one, and then we'll make some picks and we'll get out of here. With that, episode 39, Father's Day fun.
And swim through your veins like a fish in the sea. I'm singing, follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. And if you want to leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me.
Love that.
Yeah. Well, Uncle Cracker, kick it off tonight. Love it.
What's
You
Uncle Cracker make you guys think of?
Happiness.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Uncle Cracker's like he makes me think of crackers, to be honest. Saltine crackers. I'm just gonna put it out there. That's
All
what
right, moving on to the round table talk. Let's first do the 999 discussion. All right, July 20th, we're going to Lansing, Michigan. The Lug Nuts are hosting the Great Lakes Loons. It's $2 beer night. So I'm gonna spend $18 on beers. Hopefully the hot dogs are like $4 to $6. I'm gonna eat 9 of those. So 9 times 4 is 36. 8 plus 18, 54. I'm gonna spend $54 that night. Who else is gonna be doing it? I want to know. There we
I
go.
won't get close to $54. I'll be honest.
Yeah, but your wife might, Hannah might.
Hey,
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
I'm gonna give it my best go.
Yeah. I want to see some other people there with us too. I'm excited. It's gonna be a good time. It's July 20th. Let's get it going. What else you got, Sam?
Roundtable wise, let's see. The French Open, I believe, finished this weekend, correct? Do you
Oh
guys
yeah.
know who won?
Dylan's 3-week running pick he finally cashed.
Yes, Novak.
Yes,
Novak
I did
didn't
not
win.
watch a lick of it, but congrats.
Well, you couldn't really because it was only on normal TV for half of the semis and then the final. That was really it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the real final was on Friday, the semi between Novak and Carlos Alcaraz guy. The number one guy in the world. He was 20. I think he had little boy syndrome and he kind of like faked up with some cramps. And Novak kind of said, "Take a seat, little boy."
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, that's a good one. Did you guys see the RBC Canadian Open that PGA finished on yesterday or the playoff? Did you
Yeah.
see how it ended?
Yeah, with the 72-foot putt. Or are you talking about the guy getting body slammed?
Both. Those are both amazing. Yeah, so Taylor makes the 72-foot putt, and then to celebrate, one of his boys on the tour with him, Hadwin, starts ripping champagne, and security thinks it's some random strange just trying to get onto the course. By the way, how would some random dude have a whole ass bottle of champagne?
Is he carrying that around for 6 hours throughout the day? Like what?
Their reaction time was pretty poor too, honestly. If it was somebody like
You're actually right, because he was within 4 feet of him.
yes, he was rather close. He was spraying it directly on him. Yeah.
That was awesome. Okay, so there's that. NHL and NBA, they're both 3-1. Do the 3-1 leaders win? So we got the Nugs and the Knights.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Nugs are gonna wrap it up. They're gonna wrap it up. or have wrapped it up. I don't know what to say to that, but they're gonna wrap it up, and then I think the Panthers win at least. They win one more. They get to Game 7. I think they push it to Game 7.
I don't.
your boy-
Unless the NHL helps them, I via calls or something. I don't think so. The Panthers look horrible. I don't know if you've watched any of the games. They do not look good. Like
And I just saw
at all.
Kachuk's uncertain for Game 5, so that's a bummer too because of his knee. So
I'm gonna go. We're gonna see 2 Game 7s. But I think the Nuggets and the Knights win. 2 Game 7s, though, is what I think.
wow.
If hockey goes to Game 7, I want to see the Panthers absolutely cold cock that Vegas goalkeeper. He is such a little bitch.
Asian
Leaving
guy or
his
whatever.
blocker on. You see him
Yeah.
throwing haymakers with the
Yeah.
blocker? Ridiculous.
I agree. Okay. So we sounds like everyone's Nugs Knights though for the most part. Yeah, I agree. Hey, quick shout out to our boy Paul at Bogies. He's the head coach for Taos Varsity Golf, and they actually finished, I want to say 6th in the state this year. So congratulations, maybe even 5th. And then Alex Keames won regionals, and then I think he finished 4th or 5th in the state. So shout out to Taos Golf and Paul. Yeah.
Impressive.
Do you have anything else?
I was gonna ask you, boots on the ground for Taylor Swift. How was it?
Amazing.
All
Freaking amazing. Oh
All right.
my God.
That's all I wanted to hear. So that's
Shout
good.
out to my Uber Eats driver.
Yeah, shout out to the Uber Eats driver. I heard he was pretty good. But then Tigers, there's really bad. I did some digging in their last, so they're 1-9 right now in their last 10 games on a 9-game losing streak. But their average right now is batting average. The whole team is 191. Their ERA is 4.74. They've been outscored by 26 runs. But yet, they're only 5.5 games back.
Wow.
So there's still hope at the end of the tunnel.
Their loss Sunday was one of the worst losses I've seen by the Tigers in quite some time.
Yep.
Like having 3 times on third base with less than 2 outs and unable to get the run in. Very frustrating. The way that AJ Hinch managed the bullpen, very frustrating. The just inability to be a professional baseball player, very frustrating.
Yeah. Sam, I know you didn't watch it, but imagine the Bad News Bears, the movie, before they get good. Like when they got Lupus out in the field and he's trying to field the ground ball. That's kind of what the end of the game for the Tigers was like.
Every day you guys come on here and complain about the Tigers sucking and saying it's the worst game you've ever seen. I am just thankful that I have absolutely zero chance of watching them down here.
Kerry Carpenter can take a long walk off a short, shallow pier. I don't want him to endanger himself. I want him to get wet at least. Like he's rocking a do-rag and shades and his chains, and he made an error, 2 errors potentially, definitely 1 error. And just irritating as shit. So I don't know. With that, it's time to move on, boys. We're moving on, Serenity Now. Let's start complaining. Let's have someone else complain about something. Serenity Now segment is now sponsored by Stay Dream Designs. Pay $10, hop on, be our celebrity Serenity Now speaker, and receive an LTES shirt of your choice, designed by Stay Dream Designs. Anything to add, Sam?
Nah, that's pretty much it. Make sure you guys also check out our limited edition 999 shirt provided by Stay Dreaming Designs as well. Even if you can't make the event, you can still rep the shirt, tag along. We'll probably go live. We're working out the kinks, but yeah.
You think we are gonna go YouTube live or Instagram live? What's the situation there?
I don't know. Part of me wants to go both, but we'll see.
All right, sounds good. Fair enough. With that, our Serenity Now guest speaker, Jessica McDonald, a 2010 Taos Area High School graduate, participated in cheer, and she's now here. Jessica, time for Serenity Now. What you got?
Hey, that was quite an introduction.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I wrote it down. So yeah, thanks for being here.
My Serenity Now is the flopping in the NBA, especially since the playoffs have been on, and it's just super cringy.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Who's your number one flopper? You can't stand.
I don't know if there's one specific person, but like LeBron's been in the playoffs, obviously. So that was some major ones that I saw.
LeBron hater, eh?
No, not necessarily. I think it's cringy. It doesn't even matter who it is. Like it could be a player that I love, and it's just cringy either way.
No, I agree. Sam, do you think it's also floppiness in the NBA right now?
Oh yeah, and I love the fact that we got the hate towards the NBA, because you always get the hate towards soccer for people flopping and whining, but like the NBA is next level sometimes. Like they are just as bad, if not worse.
I agree. I agree.
I totally agree. I think that's something people complain about with soccer all the time, but it's just as relevant in the NBA right now.
Jessica, I know you're a Spartan fan. Do you think Draymond Green flops?
For sure.
That's Jessica McDonald right now. I really appreciate it. That was well done. Before you get out of here, Nuggets
Yeah.
or Heat?
Heat.
Ooh, I like that. All right, let's go. Let's go with Serenity Now. Thank you.
You're welcome. See ya.
Bye. All right. Now that we've that was a good Serenity Now. Basketball be
I'm glad-
potentially done by the time this is airing, so we had to get a good basketball complaint in there.
Glad you brought that up because in the last game I was watching it and Gabe Vincent, so point guard for the Heat.
Yep.
He was shooting a three, and a guy like tapped him on the shoulder. He was behind him. He flopped like he got shot. So yeah, he was trying to draw a foul, but for him to fall down and like starfish on the ground just from getting hit in the shoulder.
Does the NBA have that a foul for flopping?
Nah,
Because college does, right?
college does.
Okay.
With that, we're gonna move on to the main segment this week. Let's get in some dad talk, boys. It's Father's Day fun. It's episode 39. We've got our first father guest on. What we're going to do is we're each going to rapid fire a question to all these dads that pop on. The first dad is our uncle, Mr. Richard McLennan. He hails from the smelly South. Now, originally from the East Coast, came to the Midwest, went back to the East Coast. Now he's in the South. Somehow picked up a Southern accent of sorts. Richard McLennan, thank you for joining us.
Hey, Dylan, I've been here since 1984 in one way or another.
Well, that's a pretty good amount of time, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, my Southern accent's coming in pretty nicely too. So,
All right.
Yeah.
You know what? You get to ask the first
It's a
question.
pretty easy dialect.
Ooh, we got an Aunt Deb appearance in the back corner too. I like that. All right, Sam.
Does not sound Southern.
Sam, give us a question.
all right. I'll start off with a pretty easy one, Uncle Rich. When you were thinking of becoming a father, did you want a boy or a girl?
Jesus, dude.
I wanted a girl.
There it is.
Sorry to our cousin Hyatt. Max, you're up.
Uncle Rich, so our cousin Hyatt played sports. What was your favorite sport to watch, Hyatt, when he was younger?
Well, I not only played, but I was coaching and I was running leagues and I was doing all the stuff. I did it for 23 years. Probably baseball.
Okay. All right. That's a good one. Dylan?
And he played till he was 14. So, I mean, I got to give it to him. Then he went and played lacrosse, but I never understood it.
Well, I'm surprised he played lacrosse because so our viewers know Hyatt's a year older than me, and lacrosse is a newish sport in Michigan, so I respect that. All right.
They ran around and hit each other with sticks, Dylan.
It's a weird thing. Okay, so yeah, Rich, father of Hyatt, son of Dick, grandpa Dick. Do you root for the teams you root for today because of your father?
Mostly, yes.
Mostly.
My dad went to Villanova University, and I'm a Villanova basketball fan. He took me to a lot of Phillies games, so I'm still a Phillies fan. Although the first World Series I can remember is 1968, and that was the Tigers beating the Cardinals, so I'm a Tigers fan.
Let's go.
And so, they were playing the Cardinals, and the Phillies and the Cardinals were arch rivals back then, so couldn't root for the Cardinals. So
Respect that. All right.
but he was never an Alabama fan, but I became an Alabama fan when I was really, really young because my favorite quarterback was Kenny Stabler. I wanted to be left-handed. I'd go in the front yard and try to throw the ball left-handed. It didn't go very far.
I'm going to tell you right now, you should have had Grandpa, your dad, tie your right arm behind your back, but you didn't. That's all right. Happy Father's Day, Uncle Rich. You're out of here. We appreciate you.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Uncle
guys.
Rich. Thank
Tell
you.
your dad Happy Father's Day.
Absolutely.
Will do.
Hopefully he watches this and he'll hear that.
So it's the
All
only
right.
way I have to get you a message. See
Amen.
you later.
All right. One down. Moving on to the second. Maybe.
Great questions, guys. Great questions.
Yeah, so this is kind of an interlude, but just kidding, Sam. Here we go. Guess number 2. A father of one lives in the northeastern Michigan area of sorts. He's a 2010 Taos area high school graduate. Mr. Jordan Winters, father of Layton, husband of Lindsay. What up, Jordan?
How's it going, Dylan? How are you, Sam, Max?
What's up, Jordan? How's it going?
Good.
Love
Where are
that.
you, Jordan? Are you in a barn right now?
Yeah, I'm just replacing a couple pulleys on the combine.
That's badass. See, he's already way more badass than we'll ever be. So with that, let's move on to some questions. Max.
All right. So since I assume Layton's still newborn-ish, diapers, are they still a factor?
Oh yeah.
All right. What's the fastest you can change a diaper in?
Ooh,
I'm
Fastest
not-
time.
I'm not very fast at it, to be honest with you. I haven't changed too many of them. Lindsay's been very good at that. So
That's a good answer.
That's an honest answer. We respect that. Sam.
Shout out to Lindsay.
Yeah, shout out to Lindsay.
for sure, she's killing it.
Sam,
All right. Scale of 1 to 10 so far. How difficult is fatherhood?
I don't know, like 2, maybe. I don't find it very hard. It's pretty awesome being a father. I don't know.
Love that.
Been
That's
like a good God, really,
I was expecting like an 8. So
It's not that bad.
all right. Jordan. Mine gets a little more difficult. At what
Okay.
age will Layton attend her first University of Michigan football game?
At what age?
Yeah.
Probably around 5.
All right. Let's go. 4 years. By the way, guys, Layton turns 1 on Saturday. So happy
Yeah.
early.
Oh,
birthday,
happy
Layton.
early birthday.
All right. I love that. Jordan, thank you for being on. You're an awesome guy. I hope we got to see each other soon. Go blue.
Yep, go Blues.
thanks, Jordan.
Yeah.
All right. That's 2. We're just going here, boys, at a fanatic pace.
Wow. So
now.
he said father's only at 2? Oh, man.
Golly, everybody should have a kid at that point. It's that easy.
Shout out to Lindsay, his wife.
Yeah, I should put her on. And let me ask how difficult motherhood is.
Yeah, that would be a good one to go with.
Waiting on the third. We're waiting on the third. Who's it going to be? What's your guess?
I have no idea.
I'm going to go Jamie.
Damn, that's a good guess. That is who I've requested. Will he show up? That is the question.
Hopefully.
Jamie.
Speak it into existence. There it is.
Speak it into existence. All right, our third father, Mr. Jamie Nickel, lives in northeastern Michigan. A 2000, shit biscuits, 2011 graduate, I believe, of Whittemore. He's running of Whittemore Prescott High School. He's an all-around badass. He coaches track, I think. He's done some basketball. He refs football. He enjoys to lose one-on-one in basketball to Dylan. I want to say maybe. He's a big Duke guy, big Michigan guy. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me.
A father of one, Miss Blair.
Miss Blair.
Jamie, Sam's going to ask you the first question.
No, I can't go first again.
Max.
I'll go first. Jamie, all right. Later down the line, what sport would you like Blair to be badass in?
Basketball for sure. Basketball is my number one. My number one thing. I've coached basketball for many years, and it's my true passion. I love it. So basketball, as soon as she loves balls right already. She's always grabbing, playing with balls, and basketball. She can say basketball now. So
There you go.
Jamie, it's a
yeah.
good thing we're not perverts.
Right.
Yeah.
But she oh yeah, we as soon as she can dribble, we're gonna be dribbling.
Love that.
Love that. So I'm
Basketball
going
is
next
what it
because
is.
my question was aligned with this. I knew you were going to say basketball.
Yeah.
While teaching Blair the game of basketball when she grows up, which I know you're gonna, are you going to include how to talk shit, like the art of shit talking?
I'm probably gonna teach her how to shit talk like Tim Duncan.
Ooh, passive. Like, all right, give me an example.
Well, just like maybe you're just kind of quiet, not really shit talk, kind of talk under her breath a little bit, kind of just let a girl know, like, hey, I got you. Like, I'm in my bag tonight. Like, I'm here with it. And, she doesn't have to be too loud and vocal about it. The whole gym doesn't need to know about it, but, just little kind of subtle, like, girl tries to pull a move and she shuts her down, she'd be like, you really think that soft shit was going to work on me? Just stuff like that. Nothing too crazy, nothing too over the top, just a little, just a little, because it gets you going, get that rhythm, get that confidence, and just, that's kind of the way I
like
shit
that.
talk a little bit. I'm more of a,
He's a silent assassin.
I'll give you the business and then give you a wink as we're going back down the floor, So,
He does too, literally.
that's probably how we will approach the crap talking.
Ass talk. Good job, you're a father. All right, Sam, take us home.
All right. Mine is, so obviously your kid's probably still pretty young and everything, but what is your like ideal family vacation if you could go anywhere? Like, what would be the best family vacation?
Well, honestly, I've been thinking about that quite a bit. I think, she's only 2, so I'm thinking like, maybe next winter, this winter, one of these Christmases coming up, I want to go to like Hawaii.
Ooh,
that'd be fun.
Yep, I've never even been on an airplane. So I think going to Hawaii for like Christmas, like 4-day vacation or something would be perfect. I think she'd have a ball.
Need Uncle Dylan to come. You just let me.
Come on down.
All right, love that.
That would be fun.
Jamie, thank you. You're GHL. We appreciate you. You're going to be on again soon. Thank you and happy Father's Day.
No problem. Thanks, guys.
See you, Jamie.
All right, figure out how to leave here.
Well, we'll kick you out if you have to.
Do we have the ability to do that on here?
What's that?
I don't know.
Do we have the ability to kick people? If need be. If these dads want to keep talking, do we have the ability to? Gotta go.
Hey, Rich was close. With that, guest number 4, Mr. Kyle Landon. Kyle is a 2008 graduate of Taos Area High School. I almost screwed that up. I went the wrong way. He actually graduated with our sister Olivia. He is now a proud father of one, Mr. Drew Landon. Mm-hmm. He's actually married to a good friend of mine from Saginaw Valley, Hannah. Yep. And he lives or teaches, I'm not sure on the living, but he teaches in West Bloomfield. So Kyle, thank you for joining us. First time on Legally Teaching Engineer Sports. Thanks for being here.
No problem.
Happy early Father's Day.
Thanks. Yeah, it's coming up.
It is. So with that in mind, Sam is going to ask you a question.
Sure.
Perfect. I got it right here. So as a father, did you feel pressure when the time came to name your child? And why did you pick that name?
Wow.
Wow.
I don't necessarily think there's pressure. I do think that being a teacher doesn't help though. Me and my wife are both teachers, so you get those kids in your class that you kind of like a name, and then you hear that name and you're like, oh man, I had a kid and I don't want my kid to reflect that kid. So I guess the pressure is just to make sure that you both agree on the name and both really enjoy it. We picked the name Drew. It was on our list like right away. I had always liked the name and a name that Hannah had liked, and we actually went to the hospital with a different name picked out.
What was it? Can we ask?
It was Theo. We were going to name him Theo. And then we actually have a stocking with a T on it. We had bought the stocking ahead of time. We're like, yep, that's what it, because his birthday is a couple of days after Christmas. So, and then we go and she has the baby and stuff. And she's just like, I don't know. It's not really, it doesn't look like a Theo to me, and we'd always kind of heard that sometimes you just have to see them and then you'll know. And then she's like, well, I'm like, well, what do you want to do? And so we kind of, hemmed and hawed over for about 12 hours until I kind of said, okay, you guys have to fill this paperwork out. Okay. And then we kind of talked and we're like, yeah, he's more of a Drew. So we went with Drew and we love it. It's definitely the name game is something that can be harder for others. And some people have a name picked out for years and some people don't decide to the day of. So I guess whatever fits what people like.
I love that. If I ever get a kid, I'm going to do name roulette. So
yeah, that's a good idea.
Get a question.
All right. So what is your go-to meal you can grill since it's the summer, but while drinking? I don't know if you drink, but you have to have a beer in your hand while you're doing it. What's your go-to grill?
Ooh, that's a good one too. I just started grilling for the first, just because of the weather. I'd probably say some sort of like marinated chicken, with like potatoes.
Okay.
There's a couple like marinades and rubs that we like to do. They're kind of easy. They don't take hours. Like you got to sit at your smoker, for hours, and you can do it. And everybody seems to really like it, and it's good. Yeah, probably some sort of chicken with some potatoes and veggies grilled up too.
Love that. That sounds really good, actually.
That sounds delightful. I'm coming over.
All right, man.
All right. I'm going to sports, sort of, Kyle.
Okay.
That's like a serious one, kind of too. I wrote this a while back. What is a piece of sports parenting advice that you've maybe taken that you plan to instill with your son Drew?
I guess like for me, I've always got, I listen to different, podcasts and like about football or whatever coaching, and I always think that whenever my kids start to play sports, especially when they're little, but when they're getting to high school too, is like I'm just gonna ask them to always do three things, and that's like listen to their coach, be a good teammate, and always try their hardest. And if they do those three things, then they should probably have fun. And if by the end of the season, if you've done all those, all three of those things consistently, and you didn't like it, then you don't have to play it next year. Like go do something else. But yeah, I think those things are pretty simple, and I think not hard to ask your kid to do.
That's awesome. That's really, really good, Kyle. I also forgot to mention, Kyle, what level do you coach?
So I did coach JV football at West Bloomfield. I was the head coach last year and the offensive coordinator the 5 years before that. But this upcoming year, I won't be coaching. I have obviously like a lot of stuff going on at home. It's hard to be away, but also I'm finishing up my grad school, so it's like I needed to take a fall off. So maybe I'll be back in a year or two, but yeah, not next year.
And also, just so you both, I think Max knows maybe, but Sam, Donovan Edwards from University of Michigan went to West Bloomfield.
Yeah. Yeah, I had Donovan he played 2 games on JV. He actually only played 4 quarters. He played the first half of each game and scored 6 touchdowns. So
makes sense.
Yeah, we only had him for 4 quarters of the 8, and then he was up. So it was very obvious very quickly. I was like, he's good. Okay.
Love that. Can I get a go blue, Kyle?
What was that?
Can I get a go blue?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Go blue all day.
Go blue.
Yeah.
All right. Hell yeah. Thank you, Kyle, for hopping on.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna get you on in another. I have an idea for you in the future, just so you know. But
Sure.
Thanks for getting on tonight. Happy earliest Father's Day. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
See you.
See you guys.
That's a Kyle Landon. A sneaky.
Put that on a shirt. Put that on a sign. Put it on a billboard.
That was awesome. Yeah.
He spoke to me there. He moved me.
I mean, he's a teacher. He's a coach. So
I agree. Yep. Yep.
Travis Simmons got some big shoes to fill there. Good luck to our guest number 5, Travis Simmons, a 2010 Taos area graduate, a drinker of beer, a slinger of basketballs, a father of 2, husband of Erica, Mr. Travis Simmons. Welcome back at GHL.
What's happening? Thanks for having me, fellas.
Oh,
Hey, thanks for being here. So, how many beverages have you had?
So, well, I'm on 2. Wait, I was about ready to make it 3, though.
hey, we're holding the man up. Let's get going here.
Max,
fire away.
get going.
All right, I'll go. All right, so I know Travis is an avid sports watcher. So when the kids are in the room and you got sports on, probably Sparty, do you yell at the TV while Sparty's losing while the kids are in the room, or do you wait for them to leave to yell?
No, yeah, you yell.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. That's good. Okay, that was my question. Just make sure.
Sam.
I'm gonna hit Travis with my hardest question here. Why did you choose to become a father?
Yeah, some people choose that. That's just bestowed upon them.
Well, I mean, some people plan, Travis, but okay.
What are you saying, Sam?
Yeah, Sam.
Yeah, what are you saying?
Next question.
All right.
Grayson wasn't planned, but he was.
That's what I'm saying.
We know what you're saying. All right. I have a 2-part question because Travis is a GHL and he's a good guy. First, so father of Grayson and Blake. Yeah, we forgot to say that, but Grayson and Blake. So Grayson, how old is Grayson now?
He'll be 5 in September, so he's 4.
Yeah, so he's 4. And Blake is 2.
Yep.
All right. So my first question is about Blake. Will you tie her right hand behind her back while dribbling basketballs to ensure that she's a lefty and more opportunistic to go to college to play basketball?
Absolutely not.
Ah.
I'm not a psychopath.
All right, well, I mean, you passed one test and failed the other, but all right, that checks out. Okay, good. You answered it probably right. Okay, question 2 is about Grayson. Who wins a game of 2-2 in basketball in 12 years? So, Travis, you'll be like 43. Grayson will be 16. Grayson and Travis, or Sam and Max?
Grayson and Travis.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, guys.
I got no game. What do you mean?
I don't know.
I'm going with us.
I think I go.
Max is the youngest, so Gray will be able to take him when he's probably like 12 or 13 anyways. So.
Bookmark this. Bookmark this right now.
We will. Don't worry. All right, Travis. Thank you for hopping on. You the man. Happy early Father's Day.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Take care.
See you.
All right. What was
Honestly,
that? 5?
It all depends if that kid hits a growth spurt or not. If he doesn't hit a growth spurt, then we're fine, Max, because I'll block everything.
It's hard to tell, Sam. He's 4 and he's about my shins.
You guys remember who's up last?
No.
I do.
Who do we got, Max?
Mr. B-Jax.
That's right. Give me that introduction.
I can't. You.
Well, Mr. Brandon Jackson is the 3rd biggest Michigan fan I know. He hails from a city called Reading, which he probably didn't do much of growing up. Hopefully his daughters do more of that. Miss Chloe and Callie Jackson. He is a husband of Brittany, lives in the Metro Detroit area, and he's a solid basketball player that will be playing in the Black Court 4-on-4 next year in Taos, Michigan. Mr. Brandon Jackson, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. Who's the 2 Michigan fans in front of me?
I wasn't expecting that question. It's definitely me, and then maybe I don't know, maybe someone else, but you could be 2. Who knows?
All right.
But hey, thanks for your GHL. We appreciate you. It's been a minute since you've been on, so thanks for hopping back on. Who do you want a question from first? You get to choose who you get your first question from.
How about you, big dog?
Oh, frick. Damn it. All right. Father of Chloe and Callie, which sport are you most looking forward to like watching your daughters play if they play sports?
That's a good question. I'm gonna try my hardest not to push them into anything, but probably soccer. That's kind of usually the first one that they, that's what drove my competitive spirit. You started at 5, 6, so
All right,
watching them run around on a Saturday would be pretty fun.
you're not getting out of here without me flipping it. What are you least looking forward to?
Ooh. I guess if they play softball.
Love it. Yep. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Make sure you get, well, I mean, I'm not going to tell them what to do, but I recommend bows. All right, Sam, your turn.
All right. As a father, are you a proponent of the dad bod?
By default, yes. 'Cause I don't have any time to go to the gym, but sure. Do whatever makes you feel good.
That was a question, Sam. I appreciate it. Max.
All right, so this is the last one I wrote down. So, Brandon, would you rather? I know you have 2 daughters, but hopefully they're superstars in this sport. Would you rather them not be very good, but on an awesome team that wins a bunch, like maybe like championships? Or would you rather them be really good on a really sucky team?
That's a good question.
Probably selfishly really good on a bad team. Just to know that they're really good.
Yep.
Obviously the other would probably be a more fun experience and take you different places, but I'd prefer them to be good at something if they, but acceptable if they're not, for sure.
Oh yeah. Hey, it's all hypothetically speaking here. I mean,
Yeah, I know. Yeah. No, 1-year-old baby basketball is getting intense.
I love that.
Party ballers. Duties for sure. Uncle Dylan, can't wait to see him next time.
Yeah.
And happy early Father's Day, Brandon. Thank you so much for hopping on.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
See you, Brandon.
See you
All
next
right, see you. Go Blue.
All right, boys. That's it. We just did it. We did 6 fathers in about 26 minutes. We nailed it. We kind of crushed it. A lot of questions, a lot of answers, a lot of different personalities. I'm stoked about it. But we have one more father to talk about. He wasn't able to join. Schedule conflicts. Kalo. We have a question from a GHL. He wanted to know, which one of the 3 of you guys did Kalo give the hardest time sports-wise growing up?
I'm gonna say Dylan.
No, I'm gonna say Max.
I'm gonna say Max.
Yeah, it's Max.
It's obviously Max.
Yeah,
Literally anybody could tell it's Max.
Max is our dad's favorite, so yeah, he focused most there. If we were
That's not the hardest time.
All right, if we were to get Kalo on, I was going to ask him about how did he continue to play basketball outside against Sam and I when he knew he was going to lose. But
definitely took performance enhancing drugs. Had to. There's no way.
I mean, that pull up jumper from half court can't be
that. Carried the team for a bit there. All right, boys, that's dad talk, and we're done. Happy early Father's Day to all the fathers that listen in. We appreciate everyone. If you're planning on being a father, that's awesome. If you don't want to be a father, make sure you take time to either wear protection or make informative decisions. This is Father's Day Talk 101. If you need a dad figure in your life, please reach out to Max Samurai. All right. With that, we're not going to make it to the locks this week, boys. We're just going to post them. But I will say Max, you went 1-5 last week. Sam, you went 3-1. Dylan went 5-3. He had a pretty good week. Our shout out was going to be StubHub because you can get Tigers tickets for super cheap on StubHub because they're not very good. We've kind of like nailed the hammer onto the nail quite a bit about the fact the Tigers suck. Move on. Let's get the quote and let's get out of here, boys. Episode 39, Legally Teach and Engineer Sports. Father's Day fun. The quote comes from Apollo Ono. If it wasn't for my sport and my father, I'd probably be a fallen statistic. I'd be dead. I'd be in jail. Luckily, I had a great dad in my life. Same, Apollo. Same. Sam, what's our POV?
POV is PVO, positive vibes only.
Hell yeah. Thank you to everyone. Happy early Father's Day.
And as it grew, he'd say, I'm gonna be like you, Dad. You know I'm gonna be like you. And the cats in